welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brianna, and today I thought I'd bring you guys along with me for a little, I guess like a couple days in my life during my internship for this summer as a student, because I technically am like a scholar for this internship. So I can't tell you exactly what the internship is that I'm doing, just for privacy reasons, but it is like a hospital type of internship, so there's lots of shadowing. There's also like anatomy and physiology classes, so we're doing lots of learning as well, but it's basically just for all pre-meds, like getting us ready for med school. I have decided to start commuting every day because it isn't too far away from where I live. At first I was living there, but you guys will see very shortly that I do have my own room in my apartment with my roommates as well. Today we have 4 main things, or actually 5 main things happening. It's kind of a busy day. Today's not a hospital shadowing day, so it's just like on campus, but basically the first thing we have is a physiology class. So today we're learning about the heart in terms of physiology, like how it works and stuff. It is currently 9 a.m. and I'm going for my first class at 10. I feel like the classes kind of vary depending on the day, like the start time and everything, but we're gonna have a nice drive, listen to some tunes. I made myself a matcha latte, as you can see, and it's so good, you guys. Like, oh, I literally love it. See you all when we get there. I just arrived, and look at that. I'm like pretty much done with my matcha. I have to pee so bad. Oh my god. But anyway, we're gonna go head in now, but I have to walk over very soon, so we're gonna go get settled. I have my things here in my bag, and then I also brought my lunch because today I did need to bring a lunch. And then yeah, so let's go inside and see what my roommates are up to, and then we will start walking over. All right guys, so now I'm back in my room, and I basically use this time to get my slides ready and prepped on good notes before the actual lecture. And once I have that done, I start working on some brand emails and partnerships. I just have a lot of free time before class, so I try to use that time wisely. And then of course I started to walk over to the lecture hall. It was such a pretty day outside. The weather was absolutely perfect. And here we are in the lecture. We were learning about cardiac physiology today, and yeah, it was a pretty long lecture today, but it was a lot of interesting material, and here I am just taking some notes and trying to pay attention during that time. Just got out of lecture, so now I'm gonna go back to my room and have some lunch. It's actually like pretty early. It ended like an hour early, so that's great. But yeah, I'm gonna convert all of my lecture notes to Anki is basically what I do. So yeah, you guys will see that. Back in my room. Guys, I'm having such a bad hair day today. Yeah, if you haven't seen, this is my room at the apartment. And I have my little desk set up here. It's a little bit early for lunch, so I'm probably gonna like just do some work on my laptop for like an hour or something. After lecture happens, I go through all of the slides and stuff, and then on my laptop, like convert everything into Anki cards, so then I can practice it. Because we do have like a quiz for this and an exam. Loading it up. So after I finished with my Anki, I decided to make myself some lunch. I always get so excited to eat, oh my gosh, but this was so good. It was leftover chicken parm and a fruit plate, of course. And then after lunch, I headed over to my second class of the day. This was physiology review session for the upcoming quiz and exam. And so here's the lecture hall once again. This was led by the TA this time, but it was the same lecture hall and everything, but it was just basically a bunch of practice questions. So that was really helpful in my opinion. And then after that was over, we had another session. This was the venipuncture workshop. So we basically learned how to like draw blood and also start an IV in a fake arm. And this is my first time ever doing this, so it was definitely a cool experience for me. It was harder than it looked though.
Hey
Guys, okay, so now I'm actually driving back home right now. Surprise, surprise. Well, today we were supposed to go on this like tour of the nearby town slash city, and it was actually like rescheduled from yesterday because it was raining yesterday, but it would have been an issue with parking and everything. I don't want to go into all of it, but basically I decided to not go on the walking tour today and just do it tomorrow instead, since it'll be easier. And I think they're deciding to break it up into like another smaller group anyway. So now we're going home. It is almost 5 p.m. you guys, and the traffic, it's looking really bad. I know like I film a lot of just like clips on my phone and I don't necessarily explain it in the moment because there's a lot going on. Today we had a physiology lecture for heart physiology, and then we did like the review session because we also had another lecture, and both of them will be on the quiz and exam, and so you saw that in the lecture hall. It was really cool. We got to try like drawing blood on this fake arm you guys saw, and also like putting in an IV, which is so cool. Like that was my first time doing that, and it's harder than you think it would be, because we watched the doctor who's running it for us do it at first. We got to try on our own after, and then I have to wake up pretty early and start my day tomorrow. I'm also vlogging tomorrow, you guys, because it kind of like alternates. Like on Tuesdays and Thursdays I have shadowing days, so I'll be in the hospital tomorrow and actually shadowing with the internal medicine team, and then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays it's more like on campus, going to classes and stuff like that. See you guys when I arrive back home. Guys, it's many hours later, but I've already dug into my dinner. Oh my god, it's so good. Look at my beautiful cake. It is the next day now. Today is Thursday, and as I was mentioning or saying yesterday, today is a shadowing day, so I'm going to be at the hospital. That's where I'm headed right now actually, and yeah, I'm excited for today. Each week, since I'm shadowing in internal medicine, there's a different team. So there's like a different resident, different attending, different med students. I don't even go to my apartment at all on shadowing days. I literally just spend the whole day at the hospital and then come home. But today's a little bit different because we actually have a tour of like the new medical building. I don't really know exactly what it is for, but I think it's like for the new medical school or something. As you can see, I'm already in my attire. I should have showed you guys my fit of the day, but I was kind of running late because I had to film another video. But I have my white coat on. I also have my scrubs on. Oh, I do want to say I'm probably not going to be able to film it all in the hospital. I'll see you guys when I get there. Okay, so obviously I couldn't film that much in the actual hospital itself, but here's me just waiting for my shadowing person, and then I decided to get a little coffee at Starbucks as well because I was kind of tired, but it was a nice little pick-me-up, and then I also got some lunch after that. But basically we just shadowed for quite some time, and that was my amazing lunch. Alright, hey guys, so I'm actually at the end of my shadowing day once again, and guys, because of the inclement weather, the tour that I had in the afternoon of the new medical building, which was I was actually really excited for it, it actually got postponed, so it's actually next Tuesday now. But basically I shadowed a resident. She was like a first-year resident, and also a couple of med students today, and we just did rounds. So like we discussed the patients with the attending, because this is for internal medicine, and then we also went and checked in on the patients as well. And a lot of our patients actually have cirrhosis, which is like liver disease, so that's quite sad. But currently I'm making my way home because the weather is super bad and there were like flash flood warnings, so we were told to just leave the hospital as soon as possible and get home before things get worse. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Currently it's just like drizzling a little bit, so it's not as bad, but oh my god, you guys, the first like 10 to 15 minutes of this commute was so bad. Like it was literally raining cats and dogs. I was fighting for my life out here. Sorry I didn't get much content for today though. In the middle of the day, like at 12, we had like a lunch lecture, and my mentor was actually there, but it was like a physician panel, so us students got to ask questions to the physicians and stuff like that. But you guys saw my lunch. I went to the hospital cafeteria, which is actually not bad. Like they actually have some really good stuff, and I got my turkey wrap that I usually get, and they didn't have bananas today though, which was like kind of sad. It's currently 3:22 in case any of you guys are wondering about a little time update. But I don't really have much else to do today. I think I'm just gonna chill, maybe edit this video. I have a lot of editing to catch up on, so see you guys when we get back home. I'm back home and oh my gosh, yeah, today was honestly not that bad of a day, just like work-wise. There wasn't much to do because a lot of the team was not there. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!